Welcome, Centennial sports fans. We are here at Southeast Polk Invitational. This is the first game of bracket play. The Jags winning all three of their games, facing off against CIML foe, current number one in the state in 5A and holding a 2-0 advantage over the Jags this year, Waukee Northwest. In the front court for the Jags, we have Maddie, Tatum, and Bailey. In the back court, Ellie, Megan, and Maya. Which game will this be? Will this be the Centennial Tournament game where the Jags could not keep up with Waukee Northwest? Or will it be the single season game, a 5-set thriller at Waukee Northwest, taking the current number one team all the way into extra innings in that fifth set? Looks like Waukee Northwest will be starting with serve here in set number one. Waukee Northwest with the first serve of the first set. Cross-court serve, Bailey with the pass to Megan. Megan to Maddie on the slide. She goes deep, and that just about takes out the flag, the line judge in that corner. Coming hot and fast. Waukee Northwest will start with the first point here in the first set. Now with another serve. Deep serve down the middle. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan to Tatum. Tatum hits it over the block. Waukee able to get the dig. They set up their outside hitter who hits a roll shot. Blocked in the net by Maddie. Waukee gets it back up. Hits another cross-court shot. Finds a beautiful shot just before the sideline. So Waukee out to an early 2-0 lead here. Now with another serve. Avery serving for Waukee Northwest. Deep serve down the middle. Ellie with the pass to Megan to Maddie. Maddie into the block, and Megan standing out of bounds. Didn't realize it. Tried to hit the ball, and it goes sideways out of bounds. So Waukee Northwest starting with the first 3 points here in set number one, as we had to chase that ball through a bunch of practice balls on the other court. Waukee Northwest with another serve. Cross-court serve, Bailey with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Tatum. Tatum tips it deep. That is too deep, out of bounds. So Waukee Northwest leading by 4. The Jags not quite in sync yet on offense here in the first set. Looks like a ball was coming from a different court. Had to stop play before the ball came on. Deep serve down the opposite line. Bailey able to pop it to Megan. Megan back to Bailey. Bailey hits it deep. Waukee Northwest able to pop it up. They set up their outside hitter. Hits it cross court, and that goes wide out of bounds. And the Jags, not their first point of the set. So Bailey will check out. Kaylin will check in and head back to serve for the Jags. Kaylin, low serve down the middle. Waukee able to get it up to their outside. They hit it into the block of Maddie and Tatum and down. So Waukee will get the ball back immediately, still leading by 4, now getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Maya pass to Megan. Megan to Maddie. Maddie off the block and down. Kill for Maddie in the middle. So Maya will head back to serve for the Jags as Maddie heads out. Sydney will head into the front row. Maya hard low serve. Waukee able to get it up to their right side. They hit it cross court. Megan pops it up. Kaylin pops it onto the court. Maya bumps it over. Waukee setting up their offense to the outside. They go a little bit low in. Oh, it actually went on the Jag side. Apologies. It went so quick. I thought it was still on the Waukee side. So Waukee gets the kill from the outside. Now getting set to serve. Hard serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan to Tatum. Tatum hits it deep, and that is just a little bit long out of bounds. And the Jags will have to use their first timeout of the set. Northwest back out onto the court after the timeout. Jags trying to figure out a way to stop this monster of an offense from Northwest. Now breaking huddle, getting back into position. Waukee Northwest getting set to serve. Northwest, deep serve, cross court. Ellie pops it up. Megan chases it down, gets it back to Ellie. Ellie off the block and backwards. Northwest with the dig. They set up their outside. Who goes down the line, but that is long out of bounds. So the Jags will get the point. Tatum heading back to serve. Tatum, low serve down the middle. Waukee Northwest sets up their middle. Goes a little bit low. They get it over in three. Tatum pops it up to Maya. Maya sets up Ellie. Ellie goes into the block and gets blocked at the net. A great block by the right side of Waukee Northwest. So Waukee Northwest still leading by 5. Now getting set to serve as Anna heads back to serve for Waukee Northwest. Float serve down in the middle. Maya to Tatum to Sydney, and Sydney tried to tip it over. Not quite hard enough on the tip. Caught the top of the tape and rolled back to the Centennial side. So the Jags still not quite humming yet on offense here in this set. On another serve deep to the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Megan. Megan into the block. Kaylin with the dig to Tatum. Tatum to Sydney. Sydney pushes it deep to the corner. Finds the open corner for the Jags. A great spy shot from Sydney in the middle. So Ellie will head back to serve for the Jags as Kaylin checks out. Bailey checks into the front row. Ellie, cross-court serve. Northwest setting up their offense to the right side. Goes cross-court. Ellie gets it up. Maya gets it up. Sydney bumps it over. Waukee setting up their offense again. Tips it over. And Tatum dives for it, but can't come up with it. The sneak shot by Avery, the setter for Waukee Northwest, caught Centennial off guard. So Waukee Northwest with the point now with the serve. Deep serve down the middle, and that is too long out of bounds. So the Jags with the point. Maya will head out. Maddie will head into the front row. Sydney will check out. Nora will check in and head back to serve. Nora low serve down the line. Waukee able to get it up. They set up there outside. They tip it down the line. Tatum able to pop it to Nora. Nora back to Megan. Megan goes deep down the line. Waukee gets the dig. They set up their middle and goes cross court off of Nora and out of bounds. Nora not expecting that hard hit. She checks out. Sydney checks in and then immediately heads out as Maya heads in to the back row. Waukee Northwest getting set to serve. Waukee hard low serve. That is too low in the net. So the Jags will get the point. Megan will head back to serve for the Jags. Megan, hard serve down the line. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up their middle. Hits it deep. That's too deep, out of bounds. And the Jags back to within 4 here in the first. Megan back to serve again. Megan, another hard low serve, and that sails just a touch too long. And I mean just barely too long. So Waukee Northwest with the point, pushing the lead back to 5, now getting set to serve. Hard low cross-court serve. Bailey goes diving, gets it to Megan. Megan to Maddie tips it over. Waukee able to get the dig. They set up their right side hitter who goes through the block. Maya gets it back on the court to Ellie. Ellie back to Bailey. Bailey hits a roll shot over. Waukee gets the dig. They set up their back row hitter who hits it. Maya gets it up, but it goes backwards out of bounds. A great swing out of the back row by Waukee Northwest. So Waukee Northwest getting set to serve again. Avery for Waukee Northwest getting set to serve. Cross-court serve. Bailey pops it up. Megan pops it up. Tatum off the block and out of bounds. Kill for Tatum. So the Jags able to stop a little Waukee run. Bailey will check out. Kaylin will check in and head back to serve for the Jags. Jags still down 5 here in halfway through this first set. Low serve down the middle. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up their middle on the curl. That goes deep out of bounds, but it's off the block. So Waukee will get the point. Waukee now getting set to serve. Waukee low serve down the middle. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Ellie. Ellie off the block and backwards. Waukee gets the dig. They set up there outside. They go cross court. Kaylin tries to get it up. Can't get it. And Centennial will have to use their second and final timeout of the set. So after the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Waukee Northwest leading by 7, getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Ellie pops it up. Megan sets up Ellie. Ellie goes cross court. Waukee able to get the dig. They set up their right side. They tip it cross court. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum goes down the line. Waukee with the dig. They set up their outside. They go off the block and way out of bounds. A good swing by the outside on Waukee Northwest, and the Jags still not able to figure out a way to stop this Northwest offense. So Waukee up 8 with the serve. Short serve just over. Maya goes diving, gets it to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum goes cross court. Waukee gets the dig. They set up their right side. Who goes off the block? Megan with the dig to Maya. Maya sets up Tatum again. Tatum goes cross court. Kill for Tatum on the right side. So the Jags finally get the stop. Maya will head back to serve as Maddie heads out. Sydney heads into the front row. Maya, deep serve down the middle. Waukee able to get it up. They set up their right side. Blocked by Ellie. Waukee gets it back up. They set up their middle. Blocked by Sydney. Back-to-back blocks by the Jags to get the point. Maya will head back to serve again. Maya, deep serve down the line. Waukee Northwest sets it up to the right side. They go down the line. Maya tries to get the dig. Can't come up with it. So Waukee Northwest stops the Jags with a couple points. Now getting set to serve. Hard serve down the line. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan quick set to Sydney. Sydney blocked, gets it back up. Ellie gets blocked, and the ball comes rolling from another court. So we will replay that point like nothing happened. Waukee, hard cross-court serve off the top of the net and over for the A's. So Waukee back up 8 now with another serve. Hard serve down the middle. Kalen with the pass to Megan. Megan back sets to Tatum. Tatum goes over the block. Waukee gets it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter who tips it over. Megan gets it up. Ellie gets it up. Tatum hits it over for the kill. Ellie digging it out of the net to give Tatum a chance for the kill. Will send Tatum back to serve for the Jags. Tatum low serve down the line. Waukee able to pop it up. They're going to set there outside. Hits it. Tries to go cross court. A little bit low in the net. So the Jags trim the lead to 6 here. Tatum will head back to serve again. Tatum low serve down the middle. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up their right side hitter. Blocked at the net. Waukee gets it back up. They hit it back. Blocked again by Sydney. Back-to-back blocks by the Jags. Get the point again. And Waukee Northwest will use a timeout. So Waukee Northwest breaks their huddle back out onto the court, looking to get this game back underway. The Jags following suit. Tatum getting set to serve. Tatum deep serve. That is too deep, out of bounds. So Waukee Northwest will get the point. Anna for Northwest, heading back to serve for the Wolves. Deep serve down the middle. Ellie gets it up. Tatum gets it up. Megan hits it deep. That's a kill for Megan. Beautiful hard swing by Megan in between the middle and outside. That's the kill. So Kaylin checks out. Bailey checks in the front row as Ellie back to serve for the Jags. Ellie deep serve down the middle. Waukee Northwest able to pop it up. They set up their outside hitter who hits it cross court. Maya gets it up, but it goes sideways, way out of bounds. A hard hit by the outside. So Waukee Northwest up 6 with the serve. Cross-court serve. Sydney pops it up to Tatum. Tatum back to Bailey. Bailey tips it down the line. Waukee able to get the cover. They set up their outside hitter. Hits it off the block and backwards. Maya pops it up to Tatum. Tatum back to Bailey. Bailey goes over the block. Waukee gets the dig. And they're going to call in the net by Northwest. So the Jags will get the point. Maya will head out. Maddie into the front row. Sydney checks out after a phenomenal run. Nora will check in and head back to serve for the Jags. Nora low serve down the middle. Waukee Northwest, they will get it to the outside. They have to push it over. Nora with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Maddie. Maddie with a big swing. Northwest gets the dig. Blocked by Bailey. Northwest sends it up to their outside. They go roll shot. Blocked by Megan. Northwest sends it to their back row hitter. Hits it. Nora gets it up. Ellie gets it up. Bailey will push it over. Waukee sets up their outside. Goes off the block and out of bounds. So Northwest will take the first set, 21-15. The Jags started a little bit slow there in that first set. Waukee Northwest leading by as many as 8 points, trimming it back down to 5-4. Before Northwest able to extend it to about a 6-point lead to finish it out. But the Jags look much, much better in the second half of that set versus the first half. Let's see if they can continue some momentum here in the second. So after the set break, Waukee Northwest out on the court, the Jags heading into position in the front court for the Jags. Bailey, Maddie, and Ellie in the backcourt. Sydney, Tatum, and Megan. The Jags will be starting with serve here in set number 2. Sydney checks out. Maya checks in the back row, and the Jags ready to get this second set underway. Megan has the ball and will serve the first serve of the second set. Megan, deep serve down the line. That is wide out of bounds, and so Waukee Northwest will start with the first point here in set number 2. Waukee getting set to serve. Low serve cross court. Bailey pops it up. Tatum trying to track it down as it was going on the other side of the post. So after the ace, Waukee jumps out to an early 2-0 lead with another serve. Low serve down the middle. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan to Tatum. Tatum around the block and down. Kill for Tatum in the front row. Tatum angled that shot just around the block. Found a little crease in the big block of Waukee for the kill as Bailey checks out. Kaylin checks in and will serve for the Jags. Kaylin serving down the line. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up their right side. It's it cross court. Kaylin goes diving, gets it. Tatum pops it up, and then Maddie bumps it over. Waukee setting up their offense. Going to go to the right side again. Goes cross court. Megan gets it up. Tatum gets it up. Maddie pushes it deep. Waukee gets it up. They set up their outside. They go off the block. Kaylin gets it to Megan. Megan to Ellie. Ellie with the roll shot over. Waukee gets the dig. They set up there outside. Who goes roll shot over? Tatum. Ellie with the cover to Megan to Tatum. Tatum with the roll shot. Waukee with the cover. They set up their middle. They push it deep. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan pushes it deep. Waukee with the cover. They're going to set up their outside hitter who hits it off the block. Maya able to get it to Megan. Megan back to Ellie. Ellie hits it deep. Waukee gets the cover. They set up their outside. They hit it deep. Out of bounds! And the Jags will get the point. A back and forth point. The best of the game so far. Neither team wanting to give up. And the slight mistake by Waukee gives the point to the Jags. Kaylin, another hard low serve. Waukee, overpass, and Maddie puts it away on the overpass. So the Jags lead by 1 here in the second. Kaylin with another serve. Kaylin low serve. Waukee able to get it up. They set up there outside. Hard hit into the antenna, out of bounds. So the Jags with another point, pushing the lead to 2 as Kaylin heads back to serve again. Kaylin, another hard serve down the line. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up there outside. They hit it. Blocked at the net by Tatum. Beautiful read by Tatum will force Waukee Northwest to use their first timeout of the set. The Jags looking much more confident here in the second set after a shaky start in the first. Waukee Northwest breaks a quick huddle back out onto the court. Centennial breaking their huddle. Kaylin heading back to serve, looking for more for the Jags. Kaylin, another hard serve down the line. Waukee able to pop it up. They're going to set up there right side. Blocked at the net by Maddie, but just a little bit out of bounds. So Waukee gets the stop. Now getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Maya pops it up to Megan. Megan out to Ellie. Ellie goes into the block and over. Waukee able to get it up. They set up their middle. Tips it cross court. Megan able to pop it up to Maya. Maya to Tatum. Tatum goes over the block. Waukee gets the dig. They set up their right side hitter. Hits it deep, and that goes wide out of bounds. The Jags will get the point, leading by 3. Maya will head back to serve. Maddie will head out. Sydney will head into the front row. Maya deep serve to the corner, and that sails. A float serve that didn't drop. So Waukee Northwest will get the point, down 2. Now getting set to serve on heading back to serve for the Wolves. Deep serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan quick sets to Sydney. Sydney goes cross court. Waukee gets the dig. They set up their middle into the block and down by the middle of Waukee. So Waukee back to within 1 here in the second with another serve. Low serve down the middle. Kaylin gets it up. Megan gets it up. Kaylin pushes it over. Waukee sets up to the outside, goes cross court, and a beautiful, sharp cross court angle by the outside of Waukee gets the kill. So Waukee with another serve. Waukee hard low serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Ellie. Ellie into the block. Gets blocked. Sydney able to get it up to Kaylin. Kaylin back to Ellie. Ellie with the roll shot. Goes over. Waukee pops it to their outside. They hit it cross court. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum goes over the block. Waukee with the dig. They set up their outside. It's a roll shot over. Megan chases it down to Maya. Maya to Tatum. Tatum goes around the block. Waukee with the dig. They set up their outside hitter who tips it over. Megan reads it well to Maya. Maya back to Tatum. Tatum goes cross court. Waukee gets it up. They hit it, but it goes long out of bounds. The Jags will get the point. So Tatum will head back to serve for the Jags. Tatum low serve. Waukee gets it up. They tip it over, and Sydney blocks it at the net. Beautiful read by Sydney. Avery, it was a tight pass to the net. She couldn't do much with it except try to tip it over. Sydney reading it well, blocking it right at point of attack. Tatum back with another serve. Tatum low serve. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up there outside. Hits it cross court. Kalen going down to try and get that ball. Can't dig it out. Another fantastic hit by the outside of Waukee. So Waukee trailing by one, now getting set to serve. Waukee cross court serve. Maya able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum to Sydney. Sydney goes cross court. Just, they're going to call it. Caught the sideline, so the Jags will get the point. Ellie will head back to serve. Bailey will check in. Kalen will check out. Ellie hard low serve down the middle. Waukee sets up the outside, goes down the line. Tatum puts her hands up, protecting herself. Hard hit by the outside of Waukee Northwest. So Waukee down one with the serve. Deep cross court serve. That goes too deep, out of bounds. Ellie with a little jump out of the way to let that ball go by her. Maya will head out. Maddie heads in the front row. Sydney will check out. Nora checks in and will head back to serve for the Jags. Nora low serve down the middle. Waukee able to pop it up. They tip it over. Tatum there to Nora. Nora will try. I think she was trying to back set maybe to Ellie or Bailey, but it slipped in her hands. So Waukee will get the point. Nora will check out. Sydney will check in and then immediately head out as Maya will head into the back row as Avery for Waukee Northwest gets set to serve. Low serve down the middle. Ellie with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Bailey. Bailey off the block and backwards. Waukee able to get it up. They set up the right side. They tip it. Bailey blocked it back over. Waukee sets up their outside. They do a roll shot over. Tatum with the pass to Maya. Maya sets up. Megan on the right side. Goes down the line. Off the block and out of bounds. So the Jags with the point and still leading by two. Megan will head back to serve. Megan serving down the line. Waukee Northwest able to pop it up. They set up their right side hitter who goes cross court. Megan not able to get that one. A hard cross court shot by the right side of Northwest. So Northwest still trailing by one with the serve. Cross court serve. Bailey with the pass to Megan. Megan sets up Maddie on the slide. She goes a little bit deep out of bounds, and we are knotted at 11s here in the second set. Waukee with another serve. Deep serve down the middle. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Tatum. Tatum goes cross court. Waukee able to get the dig. They set up their back row hitter who pushes it deep. Ellie with the cover to Megan. Megan out to Bailey. Bailey goes in the block. Maddie gets it up to Megan. Megan to Tatum. Tatum goes cross court. Waukee hits it right back over. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan tips it over. Waukee with the cover. They set up their outside hitter. Hits a roll shot over. Bailey with the pass to Megan. Megan quick sets to Maddie. Maddie with the cover in the middle. And the Jags go back up one. So Bailey will check out. Kalen will check in and serve for the Jags. Kaylin low serve down the line. Waukee able to get it up. They set up their middle. Hits it. Megan puts a hand on it, but not much else as it goes screaming out of bounds. Hard hit by the middle of Waukee Northwest. So we are knotted at 12. Waukee Northwest with the serve. Deep serve down the middle. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan to Maddie. Maddie tips it deep over the defense. That's a kill for Maddie in the middle. So Maddie will check out. Sydney checks in the front row. Maya will rotate back to serve for the Jags. Maya cross court serve. Waukee in trouble. Ace! So the Jags leading by 2 now. Maya heading back to serve again. Maya another hard low serve down the middle. Waukee able to get this one up. They set up their middle. Off the block. Kaylin pops it up. Maya pops it up. Ellie pushes it cross court. Waukee gets it up. They set up their outside hitter who hits it down the line. Megan pops it up. And Sydney trying to turn as she jumped. Pushed it a little bit wide out of bounds. So Waukee will get the stop. Anna heading back to serve for the Wolves. Deep serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan to Sydney. Sydney around the block. Waukee with the dig. They set up their middle. Tips it over. Megan gets it to Maya. Maya sets up Tatum on the right side. She goes cross court just a little bit wide out of bounds. So we are knotted at 14 here in the second. Waukee Northwest getting set to serve again. Deep serve down the middle again. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Ellie. Ellie goes around the block. Waukee able to get the dig. They tip it over. Ellie tips it back. Waukee pops it up. They set up their outside. Who hits it around the block? Kaylin with the dig to Megan. Megan to Ellie. Ellie goes cross court. Waukee gets it up and over. Kaylin gets it to Megan. Megan to Ellie. Ellie tips it over. Waukee gets the cover. They set up their outside hit. Goes block. By Tatum. Huge block by Tatum for the Crew. And the Jags back up 1. Tatum back to serve. Tatum low serve down the line. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up their right side hitter who goes off the block and backwards. Tatum pops it up to Maya. Maya setting up Megan on the right side. She goes down the line in troubles. Waukee! And the Jags up 2. So Tatum will head back to serve again. Tatum low serve. Waukee pops it up. They're going to set up there outside. Hits it cross court. And Maya pops it up, but it goes backwards out of bounds. Hard swing by the outside of Waukee Northwest. Will get the kill. Waukee Northwest down 1, now getting set to serve. Deep cross-court serve. Kaylin gets it up. Tatum gets it up. Megan hits it cross-court. Waukee goes off the court to get it up. They set up their middle. Tatum hits it, but it goes backwards out of bounds. We are knotted at 16 here in the second. Waukee Northwest with another serve. Go, start out. Deep serve cross court. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Megan. Megan hits it over. Waukee gets the cover. They set up their middle. Goes off the block and out of bounds again. And Waukee Northwest goes up by 1. So the Jags will have to use their first timeout of the set. An exciting set back and forth between the Jags and Waukee Northwest Wolves. The Jags leading for most of this set so far, but Waukee Northwest getting a late lead here. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Waukee Northwest getting set to serve. Hard cross-court serve. Maya pops it up. Tatum can't track it down. A deep serve caught Maya high. Popped it backwards. So Waukee Northwest now leading by 2 with another serve. Deep serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Megan. Megan goes around the block. Waukee Northwest in trouble. Gets it back on the court. They bump it over. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Sydney. Sydney hits it through the block. Waukee gets the dig. They send it to the outside. Tip it over. Tatum pops it up to Maya. Maya to Megan. Megan hits it into the block and gets blocked up the net. So the Jags down 3 will immediately burn their second and final timeout of the set. So after the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Waukee Northwest getting set to serve. Hard serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan to Sydney. Sydney into the block and down. Kill for Sydney in the middle. So the Jags get a crucial stop. Kaylin will check out. Bailey checks into the front row as Ellie will head back to serve for the Jags. Ellie low serve down the middle. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up their outside hitter. Hits it cross court. Maya with the dig to Tatum. She sets up Ellie in the back row. Tips it over. Waukee gets the cover. They try to tip it backwards. Maya with the cover to Tatum to Bailey. Bailey tips it over. Waukee pops it up. They set up their back row hitter. Hits it blocked up the net by Sydney. So the Jags back to within 1 here late in a must-win set. Ellie with another serve. Ellie low serve down the middle. Waukee able to pop it up. They set up their outside hitter. Hits it blocked by Sydney. Well, Waukee gets it back to the outside. Does a roll shot. Tatum pops it up to Maya. Maya sets up Megan on the right side. She goes into the block. Tatum gets it up. Sydney gets it up, and then it gets caught in the net and comes back down. So Waukee Northwest serving game set point number 1. Deep serve, and that goes too deep out of bounds. Point Jags. Maya will head out. Maddie heads into the front row. Sydney will head out. Nora will check in and head back to serve. And before she gets a chance, Waukee Northwest will use their second and final timeout. So no more timeouts between either teams. Waukee Northwest trying to come up with a game plan to end this here and now. The Jags looking for a point to push this into extra innings. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Nora getting set to serve for the Jags. Nora, cross-court serve. Waukee able to get it up. They set up there outside. They have to punch it over. Blocked up the net by Megan. Mounted at 20s here in the second. Nora with another serve. Nora, another cross-court serve. Waukee pushes it up to their middle on a slide. Goes through the block. And that's a kill with a middle slide by Waukee Northwest. So Avery serving set point number 2 for the Wolves. Sorry, Nora checked out. Maya checked in the back row. Low serve, cross court. Bailey pops it up. Tatum to Maddie. Maddie tips it deep. Waukee gets the cover. They set up their right side. They go deep. Ellie with the fantastic dig to Bailey to Tatum. Tatum who pushes it over. Waukee gets it up. They set up their outside. They do a roll shot over. Bailey with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Maddie. Maddie with the kill in the middle. We are knotted at 21s. So Megan heading back to serve for the Jags. Ellie with a fantastic dig in the back row to keep that point alive. And it allowed the Jags to knot it at 21s and keep going. Megan with the serve down the line. Waukee pops it up. They're going to set up there. Back row hitter hits it cross court. Maya with the dig to Megan. Megan sets up Ellie in the back row. Who has to bump it over. Waukee setting up their offense. Going to go to the right side. Get blocked by Bailey. Waukee bumps it over. Ellie to Megan. To Maddie. Maddie tips it through the block. Waukee gets it up. They set up their middle. Goes cross court. Maya gets it up. Tatum gets it up. Ellie bumps it over. Waukee setting up their offense. Going to go to the outside. Into the block and out of bounds. Back and forth point by Waukee and Centennial. Waukee coming out on top of that one. So Waukee Northwest serving set game point number 3. Low cross-court serve. Bailey gets it up, but it goes sideways out of bounds. Megan and Maya can't get it. So the ace by Waukee Northwest will finish out the game. Waukee Northwest will take the second set, 23-21, a thriller of a set. Waukee Northwest will advance. The Jags done for the day. A hard-fought game. There's a reason Waukee Northwest is number 1 in the state. We will be back in action Tuesday night against Dowling. So thank you for watching today. Hope to see you Tuesday. As always, go Jags.